Good morning, council members. I am delighted to be able to make this proposal to you, and I appreciate this time. I am here today to address our inability to assess one another's moods. Losing an ability during this time of COVID to assess one another's moods because we can't read facial expressions because of our masks. Facial expression is vital to our well-being. And this inability is resulting in overall feelings of isolation, fear, loneliness, and downright inability to communicate. I have a plan to alleviate this dilemma. I am proposing that we make a mandate, a new bylaw requiring that we all wear crocheted colored caps. These caps will indicate the mood of the day. And they will be made of 4 colors only. They'll be made available to every citizen. And these colors will be yellow to indicate joy or happiness. Blue will be the cap to indicate sadness for the day. Red will be the cap you'll reach for in case you've had a fight before you're leaving the house or just woke up just plain angry. And if you're feeling irritated or agitated, you'll reach for an orange cap. This will ensure that you'll have the space and distance that you need from others when you're out and about. Wearing a colored cap will be an emotional indicator. This will enable the wearer and the observer to assess one another's moods. We'll be able to better intuit how to respond to one another. Here's a perfect example. It's probably happened to you as well. I was in the grocery store just the other day, wearing my mask, standing 6 feet from all other shoppers, and I was patiently waiting to get near some products that I wanted in the dried food section. There was a woman standing there, fondling every bag of dried beans. I waited and waited and waited. She finally noticed me and turned and looked at me, and I said, "Don't worry," out loud through my mask. "I'm being patient. I'm smiling." But if we can't connect with one another's facial expressions, we can't feel safe and connected. There was a recent study reported on ResearchGate that indicates that understanding facial expressions determines the quality of our interpersonal relationships. You know, it's been nearly 8 months since we've seen each other's faces, and who knows how much longer. How severe will this be on our psyches? We don't know. There's already an increase in medications for things like anxiety and depression and a whole host of other emotional maladies. I'm sure this all sounds pretty good to you right now and like a very beneficial plan, but you're probably wondering, what would the cost be to our taxpayers? I can assure you, 0 cost, absolutely no cost whatsoever. There are volunteers ready and waiting to crochet these caps from colored plastic. And we already have plastic. We have it everywhere. We have orange bags from those dog walking poop bags. We have blue plastic from the newspaper sleeves that are thrown into your yard on rainy days. We have it everywhere. This project will aid in our recycling efforts. As for the volunteers, you may be wondering who they are. Already there's a task force lined up and growing every day. More than 275 senior citizens have signed up. They are ready and waiting in droves. They're ready to make and distribute these beautiful caps to their friends and neighbors. These wise members of our community will have purpose, something sorely lacking in many of their lives right now. We must have solidarity and we must have a job to do, or we run the risk of even greater emotional distress in our community. This is similar to a small town war effort. We must save our sanity. And I predict that we will have the need for doubling or tripling the yellow caps over time. Why? Because when we see yellow caps bobbing along the street and yellow indicates happiness and joy, we're all going to want to feel that. Happiness is contagious. We'll all be smiling beneath our masks. I've prepared a YouTube video. It's a how-to video. It's ready and waiting for your approval before I release it. Anyone will be able to get involved in this project. And also, once you've approved it, it will go from there onto our local TV station. This will be a huge project in our community. So I ask you, will you help us feel connected and whole? This colored cap project can succeed because of you. Your show of support and implementation for this bylaw is all we need right now to move toward a happier, healthier place to live. And I thank you.